In today's video, I'm going to give you the 3 key ingredients that you need to focus on if you're struggling to scale your business past $10,000 a month. If you're a content creator, you have a personal brand and you're selling a digital product, a done with you service, or a coaching offer, and you're struggling to get that past that $10,000 mark, or maybe you have gotten past the $10,000 mark, but you're struggling to maintain it month to month. These are the 3 key changes that you need to focus on that will dramatically improve your chances, or at least make it a hell of a lot easier for you to scale past $10,000 and onto $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in the future. But before I share any of that, if this is the first time you're stumbling across this channel and you're sitting there right now wondering, who is this guy and why should I listen to him? My name's Tom Noske. I've been a content creator for the last 8 years, and in the last 2 years, I've scaled my online education business from 0 to 7 figures per year. And now with this YouTube channel, I'm trying to make videos to help some of you do the same. I'm going to safely assume for the sake of this video that you already have some kind of product or offer. You already have a process that you take your customers through. I would hope you have that. I'm not going to help you today come up with a core offer, come up with a product you're actually going to sell. I hope you've already got that handled. Today, I'm going to help you actually scale that into profit for your business. So if you are sitting there right now going, I don't have any product, I don't have anything that I'm selling my audience, I'm relying purely on brand deals and sponsorships and praying that money shows up in my bank account if I make enough content, you need to go away and build a product, build something that you can sell to your audience, and then come back to this video, and that'll help you scale into the future. But for those of you who have got a product, maybe you're struggling to sell enough of it to get to $10,000 a month, this video is going to be for you. Now, the first thing, once you've got your core offer in place and you have a product that you're selling your audience, the first thing you need that I imagine a lot of you aren't doing if you've struggled to get to 10,000 is you need a clear funnel from video view to customer. You need to know exactly how someone is interacting with your business from the first time they watch a video, or from every time they watch a video, all the way through until they buy your product. And if you have no idea how that happens, or you just assume that by making content, enough people are seeing it, that then enough people are clicking on links, that then enough people are buying, you don't have a funnel. You've left this entirely in the open. If you have no idea about the numbers, how many people you need, how many views you need to turn into however many customers, you haven't even started. And you don't deserve to be making $10,000 a month. You need to be crystal clear on how someone is interacting with your business from start to finish. And I've drawn this little diagram or made this little guy over here as a way to give you guys a understanding, or a very rudimentary understanding, if you're wondering how a funnel actually operates, or what it looks like in terms of being a content creator and then that turning into cash for your business. So this is what that looks like. Up here, we have your organic content at the top, which is the tap. This is what you're actually doing each day, or this is where you can focus your time on. The more content you can make, that then turns into traffic, which is the water. You then have your cup, which is your offer. This is the place where you're sending that traffic. A certain percentage of that traffic is then sent through your pipeline or your funnel, and that is your conversion rate. So each time someone interacts with your business, they are going through that funnel, and a certain amount will fall out at some point through the cup, but a certain percentage of those people will come out and then create income for your business. This, in a really rudimentary sense, is how your business should operate with its customers, all the way from organic content or video views, all the way through to sales for your business. And if you don't understand how each of these operates, then you don't yet have a business. You've got an abstract thing where you've got a product and content, and you're hoping that those two things interact at some point. Now, I'm going to break down how this looks for a lot of your businesses as a baseline for what we're going to work through today, but then also to give you an idea of what sort of actions turn into what sort of response on the other side. Introducing a little bit of math into your business is always a good idea to get a crystal clear idea of what is actually happening under the hood. So this first funnel, we're going to call it funnel number 1, is what most of you are doing right now. And for all of these funnels, we're going to start with 10,000 video views. So we're going to work with some percentages here. The first layer is obviously a video view. It's organic. So we're going to go brackets, organic. And we're going to say that turns into 10,000 people, which is obviously 100% conversion because we haven't converted anything yet. So 100% of 10,000 people, 10,000 video views. This then, for a lot of you, turns into some kind of link click. And we're going to say for this top one, because it is the case for a lot of you, this goes straight to some kind of link tree, because that's the gold standard for content creators at the moment, is some kind of link tree in bio. You imagine that you want to have a smorgasbord of opportunity for someone to interact with your business. A lot of you have multiple different products, multiple different things that you're selling, multiple avenues for someone to work with you. So you want to display all of those. Obviously, the issue is these, unless you're promoting it actively, convert terribly in terms of social media. If you're making social media content, you can reasonably expect that 1% of people are going to organically click the link in your bio. 100 people clicking that link. And then let's say, because you've got a smorgasbord of opportunities, you've got a bunch of affiliate links, you've got a bunch of products, but because you're a good boy or girl, you've placed your core offer at the top of your link tree. But because you've got so many of those opportunities, you've got a second link click. And that is for your core offer. But because there's so many ways to interact with your business, again, that's only a 10% conversion rate. So you're only getting 10 people to click on that offer. And then from that, because you've then got 10%, which is 10 people from every 100, you get a sale for your product. And let's say it's a $49 product. And because you're converting at a pretty reasonable percentage, you get 0.3 sales, which is a 3% conversion rate. From every 100 people who click on the link, from 10 people who click on the product, you're getting 0.3 sales, meaning that from this funnel, from a $49 product, you're making $14.70. So for 10,000 people, you're making $14.70 for a $49 product. You're losing so many of those video views out the other side. And this is the second point that I wanted to talk about in today's video, which is number 2, you need a sales funnel, in my opinion, that can turn 10K video views into at least $10,000 on the back end. I think you need to build a sales funnel that is capable of turning 10,000 video views into $10,000 on average for your business in the entire duration of those 10,000 people interacting with your business. By the way, if you're finding this video valuable and you want more, there is a link in the top line of the description that'll take you to a sign up page. It's 100% free. And then if you sign up, I'll send you 33 ways in 33 days to make more money with your personal brand. It's a month-long course where each day I'll send you an email teaching you one little tip about how you can make more money with your personal brand. Go there, sign up. It'll help you out. It's incredibly valuable and it's 100% free. Enjoy the rest of the video. I think that's a good ballpark to aim towards. Now, how could we, before we get on to the third point, which will help this funnel out immensely, how can we improve this funnel? We're going to go to, didn't even put a number here. We're going to go to funnel number 2 for this one. Now, the obvious option here is what I would recommend most of you at least graduate to. And I wanted to show you this because it's going to very clearly help you understand how simple changes can have a big impact on the way your business or the way people interact with your business as a whole. So we're going to first say, obviously, video view. It's organic equals 10,000 people. 100% conversion rate. But for the second step, rather than sending those people or that 1% of people to your link tree, you're going to remove that and you're going to send them straight to your core offer. You're going to remove everything else from your link tree or remove every other link. You're going to send them directly to your core offer. You can do this in two ways. You can either have a call to action in your bio to DM them and have that be the way that you send someone to core offer, or you can do it as the direct link and just have the only link in your bio be directly to your core offer, and that core offer is still going to be $49. And if we change nothing about those conversion rates, let's say you still convert at 1%, because I think that's a reasonable expectation that for every 10,000 views you get, you convert 1% of those people, 100 of those people into your link click just organically, you're going to get 100 people to click on that link. And then because you've eliminated that section, you now have a sale for $49, and that sale creates 3 customers at 3% conversion rate. You've changed nothing, but this funnel now turns 10,000 people into $147. You can see how with one change, with the way people can interact with your business, you've 10x the amount of money that your business is making for every single view that comes your way. That compounded over a month, 6 months, 12 months can be the difference between someone making enough money that they can do this full time and that compounding as well, versus someone who's making not enough money to scrape by and they still have to work a job. Those two people, from one simple change in the way that someone can interact with their business, can completely change the trajectory of that person's career. So it's worth keeping in mind, or at least understanding how this works and how these funnels, or how people can interact with your business through your funnels. Not understanding this could be the reason that your business isn't making the money that you want, because you simply don't know how someone goes from video view all the way through to customer of your business. Now, to bring this back to this point number 2, you need a sales funnel that can turn 10K video views into $10,000 in total LTV. I'm going to show you this third point for this video. And that third point is you need an actual LTV, which is lifetime value of your customer. This is the number. If you want to get the actual LTV, you can have a predicted LTV. Predicted LTV is just like, have a ballpark guess. If you've got a $200 product and a $25 product and a free product, and you have this much ascension between the products, you can kind of get a ballpark figure. But to get actual LTV, which I highly recommend you do, you take the total revenue of your business all time. So, if you've dramatically changed your business model like I have in the last 2 years, I would only go 2 years back. I'm not really going to count my freelance business in my total LTV. But for the last 2 years, I would take my total revenue for those 2 years divided by the total number of unique customers that my business has had. And that number that you get is your actual LTV. And for that number, so let's write that down just so you've got it. You'll go total revenue, divided by unique customers. And that'll give you your LTV. And I want you to aim for an actual LTV of at least 250 plus. I think if you want to give your business the best possible chance at making over $10,000 a month, you need an actual LTV higher than $250. Now, there is a few ways that you can do this. The first way, and the most obvious way, is to sell something for $250 or more. That is the easiest way, the most simple way, and probably the way that a lot of you will opt for. The second option is to build a series of products that operate in a funnel. So maybe it's a lead magnet into a low ticket product, into a high ticket product, and those combined sales divided across the entire amount of unique customers your business gets, because obviously not everyone's going to buy every single product. You're going to get a certain percentage that convert to higher and higher levels of service. But on average, your business then operates at higher than $250 total. The third option that I would encourage a lot of you to do, because I also think this is setting yourself up for the best success long term, is to charge a subscription fee, and then to take your total or your average churn for that subscription and aim to get to a total LTV of higher than $250. So let's say you take that $49 product that we talked about for those first two funnels, and you turn it into a monthly subscription of $49. You need to keep people on average for more than 5 months, and you're making $250 per customer, even though that upfront cost was $49, meaning that you can have a 20% churn and still make more than $250 per customer. Obviously, it'll be a little bit less because you're charging $49. It'll be whatever, $245. But you get the point. If you can aim for a really good level of churn, let's say 8 to 10%, and you keep people on average for 8 to 10 months or something around that mark. I'm not very good at the math percentages off the top of my head, but let's say you keep people for 8 to 10 months, you're suddenly making between $300 and $500 per customer that joins, and you're maintaining that initial $49 price tag. So it's worth considering that not only will that increase the LTV of your business, but it'll also encourage you to think long term. It'll encourage you to build in points for your business or for your offer that encourage that repeat business. And it'll only make your business better or your product better in the long term. I think creating that system that encourages you to continuously improve your product over time is only going to create this spiral upwards. When you charge a one-time fee or a low one-time fee, there's no encouragement for you to continuously improve. Whereas if churn is a number that you're directly paying attention to, and you notice that when you put effort in, your churn drops, or if you decrease your effort, your churn increases, that will create the environment for you to continuously add to that product. And in a year, 2 years, 3 years, that will create a really strong business because your product will naturally, through iteration, become really incredible. And when I say 250, there's no ceiling on this. If you can get that higher, that's incredible. I would encourage you to all get that higher. I don't think there's a ceiling on how much you should charge or how much you should aim for in terms of LTV. But I think anything less than $250, and you're really going to struggle to be able to turn that into a sustainable business. So let's now see how that interacts with your business. So for this one, we're going to go with funnel number 3. And this is what I would recommend, or I would say the best that you can reasonably do if you've got a $49 offer and you're stubborn and you want to stick there and you want to keep your LTV at $49. We're again going to start with 10,000 video views. So video view, organic, and we're going to go with 10,000 people, of course. And then instead of sending people to your link tree or your link in bio, we're going to create an opt-in funnel. And this is going to be some kind of lead magnet. And for this, because I highly recommend, I'm going to keep this on the lower side, but I highly recommend that you aim for a 20% conversion of everyone who interacts with your brand converting into your lead magnets. I think that's a good rule of thumb to aim for. It's an incredibly hard number to aim for. It's not something that's very easy to do, but I think you should reasonably have, if you've got 10,000 followers on Instagram, you should have 2,000 people on your email list. And I think that's across the board something you should aim for. But in this sense, we're going to go lower. We're going to say 1,000 people for every 10,000 video views you get convert into your lead magnets because you've got a great lead magnet and you're converting at 10%. Here, so 1,000 people going into your lead magnets. And then through your lead magnet, because you've got a really strong funnel set up, maybe it's a free training lead magnet that then goes into an opt-in for your core product or a chance to buy for your core product, but you also have a post sign-up sequence of emails. Maybe you've got 10 to 15 emails written that send out every day for the first 15 days that someone interacts with that lead magnet. And those two things combined, the free training page that has the option to buy plus the 15 emails over the next 2 weeks, you then have a link click, which is just a click onto your page of 45% for the product. You're able to get 45% of those people that have already opted in for the lead just to click on your page, which is 450 people. I think that's a reasonable conversion rate, or at least in my experience. Once you've got someone in your lead magnet, it's then pretty easy to convince them to click on another link. So you're getting 45% conversion. And then let's say, because you've been really good at nurturing this audience, you've got 15 emails, you provided a really great free training, it was a really good, outline of what you can provide people. You provided value, but you left them with the opportunity or the desire to work with you more. Let's say you're now converting at twice the rate you were before because you've nurtured these leads. You haven't just sent them there organically from content. So let's now say you're converting at 6%, which would be 27 people from 400, so 6% conversion rate. You are now turning 10,000 video views equals $1,323. For every 10,000 video views, you're making $1,323. I would say that's a really solid conversion rate or a really solid funnel that you can set up with a $49 product. But you can see how we're still nowhere near that goal of 10,000 video views turning into $10,000. So the final funnel for today, funnel number 4, this is what I would recommend most of you do. We're going to start again with video views. Organic, and that is 10,000 people, 100% conversion rate, obviously. This time we're again going for a lead magnet opt-in. And again, we're converting at 10% or 1,000 people. Because you've got a great offer, same offer, you've got a free training offer, an email course offer, something that encourages people to get in, and you're actively promoting it daily through your content and through your stories. So between your stories, daily, YouTube videos, everything you're doing, you're converting at 10% of your total interactions on your page into the people into your opt-in. And then again, because you're nurturing those people really well, you're getting link clicks, which are your product. And that is converting again at 45%. And then again, you are making sales, but this time it's for $49 per month. And I'm going to conservatively say, because I imagine a lot of you build great products and you're able to provide something of value for your customers, I'm going to conservatively say that you on average maintain your customers for 8 months. You don't manage to keep them for a full year, but you're also not all the way down at a 20% churn rate. You're keeping people for an honest and pretty decent 8 months. And that turns into $392. $392 of LTV. And you're converting 27 people, which is a 6% conversion rate again. With these numbers, you're turning 10,000 people into $10,584. For every 10,000 people that watch your videos, you're making $10,584. And just to give you guys an idea of what this looks like at each stage of the funnel, for every video view, when you're making this, you're making $1.06 per video view. You're making $10.58 per opt-in, and you're making $23.52 per link click from your product from your opt-in. You can see how this can start to become a really, like if this makes you excited, if looking at these 4 funnels and realizing that you're up here when you should be down here, if that makes you excited, that is a good sign. That means that you understand this and you understand how you can start to implement this into your business. And these numbers, understanding where it all pieces in together, should get you excited because it means you have control over your income. Suddenly, all you need to focus on once this stuff is taken care of and once you've started to automate your sales process, all you need to focus on is making more content to drive more traffic and servicing your customers. And that's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about, tweaking things. You don't have to worry about, trying to encourage more people to click on your links, posting more stories, worrying that you're not making enough sales. All you need to focus on after this point is driving more traffic and helping your customers at a deeper level. And that's a really exciting point to get to with your business. If you can do those 3 things, you'll get to $10,000. In fact, you'll get far beyond $10,000. If you can do this, all you need to do is increase the LTV and then increase the amount your funnel is making, and you can get to 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 and far beyond. So I hope this video helps, and I'll see you in the next one.